Yeah. Steve and I had lunch yesterday, and we went to Taco Bell, and he had like an offer in his app or whatever for like, I don't know, something like $3 off 20 or more. And I'm like, Jesus, I remember when you couldn't even spend $20 at Taco Bell. Like, like even if you tried, you couldn't. Like,
Yeah.
those were the days. I am glad the nacho fries are permanent now, though. It's
Absolutely.
about damn time. It's about damn time. Oh, you haven't commented on my shirt, by the way.
Oh, because I didn't just now noticed it. That is awesome.
Mongo is appalled.
Mongo is appalled.
This is actually the second one I got, because the first one I got was, oh my god, it I don't know, it was so faded.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was like, is this like, I contacted them and I was like, hey, yeah, so I don't think this is supposed to be this faded, because it looks like it's like it looks like it's a 10-year-old shirt. Like, I've had this for like 10 years. It's
Yeah.
so faded. You can't even see some of the image. And they were like, okay, yeah, we're so sorry. We'll see, send out a new one. That one got lost in the mail.
Awesome.
And then I was like, the tracking just never updated. They like, or they say they probably just forgot to send it. It says that it was printed out or whatever, but like waiting on pickup. And I contacted them like a week after and was like, hey, this hasn't updated. And they're like, oh, sorry. And so they finally sent this one, and I'm like, okay, good. Like, this one is better. This one is a lot better. I think I have where is it? Yeah. But we got to wait till May for
Yeah.
the next book.
Yeah. Although next month, a book comes out. I think the next Welcome to the Multiverse comes out next month. Like in like 2 weeks.
I'm still behind. I still haven't completely caught up on that one. Yeah, next one for me is book 6, so I still have a few.
Still hadn't even gotten to the uh induction.
Well, I guess not technically. It ended. And
You got
in
you
book
got the
5.
you got the
Yeah.
the big boom, and that's the end of book 5.
Yeah. Well, I think when I finished that, the new or I don't know what happened. I think I kind of stopped listening, and then I saw the new System Universe
Uh-huh.
came out, and I started listening to that, and then I've been listening to some other. I've been going back and listening to older stuff that I've already listened to.
No, I get you. I've thought about, like, man, there's a book I remember liking, but I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in the book. And there's two of them. I own them both on Audible. I liked them. I remember I liked them. I don't remember what happens. And it's a kind of a popular uh, series too.
Which ones?
Six of Crows.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's just like you see it on like a lot of like fantasy lists. And I listened to it many years ago. And I don't remember a single thing about it. I also listened to a bunch of Throne of Glass. You know, that's a popular series. Couldn't tell you who the main character is. Couldn't tell you what happens to her at all. I know it's a woman because that's what that author writes, is female main characters.
Man, there's some that I'm just like I'm still waiting on more for. Like what was that one? Um, is it? No, that's not the name. Reborn Assassin.
Dual class.
Oh yeah, another one of those. Um, Reborn Assassin. That's another one I've been waiting on. Another book of that I don't know if I hope there's another one. It's a battle deck one, but
Yeah,
the main character is kind of like a Harry Potter type where he's like, poor, poverty, but he gets into like a academy, you know. But the big twist is like somehow an assassin gets like reincarnated in him,
that is
and it's like
currently number 6 on my to be read.
it's good. I like it. It's got a good cast of narrators: Jeff Hayes, Dory Sack, Ryan Reed. Like it's got a good, released 7/19/24, but I don't know forever. I don't know if there's another. Let me see.
There's 3 more.
Yeah, I thought there was more, but
I should say there's 3 total, not 3 more.
yeah, dual class. That's definitely another one. Um. Oh.
Related
There's
series, meaning this series happens in the same world, I guess. Cherry Blossom Girls, and there's 9 of those.
If it's not on your list, it should be. I've talked about this, but the How I Became the World's Strongest Warriors by Using Basic Attacks.
Let's start the episode then.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, you just talking about your list, and I'm just looking at my stuff, and I'm like, oh, I think Stuart would like that one. Yeah. No, I hope I was right. No.
You'll see.
I still need to read the third. I still need to read the third one. I have it. I just haven't gotten around to reading it. That might be my next one.
Well, I'm ready to start. How about you?
I'm good.
All right. Pushing the button in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Geeks for the Win podcast, the podcast where we talk about our weeks as geeks. I'm your host, William, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
Okay, we're back. This isn't the first of the new year, right? We did one.
We did one already.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think.
I think so. Yeah. Boy, it's been a hell of a 6 months. Oh wait, no, it's still January. Have you seen those TikToks?
I feel them.
They're
I
like, man,
feel
it's
'em.
been a gruesome 6 months, and blah. And then you hear someone from the back going, "It's still January," and the main person's like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
It's a New Year's tradition for January to be like just a terrible month. I feel like
I don't know.
the
This
last-
one seems special. This one just has a special flavor to it.
I mean, with the last couple years, I feel like it's been that way too. But yeah, it's been rough. You know, it's
Yeah.
the world is a dumpster fire. You know.
World sucks, definitely.
Multiple different ice issues.
Ice
Ice
just
on the
bad all
roads.
around. Yeah. Just
Uh,
bad all around.
Yeah. I will say during whenever I see talks about like black ice on the roads and stuff, that Key and Peele skit always comes to mind. Have you ever seen that?
Probably.
It's like news reporters, they're talking about black ice, and they're kind of saying it like, you know, it sounds like black guys, and you know, black ice, black guys, like, and
Sure.
they're like, oh man, you never see it coming. You never want it in your neighborhood, you know. And Key and Peele are like other report. Yeah, it's a funny skit. I'd look it up. Like,
Yeah, I
you know.
probably have seen it. It's just not coming to mind. But you know, it's giving
I was big into Key and Peele. Like, they were so good.
It definitely gives the same. Is there a black person here?
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. Yeah. I can't believe Steven never heard a shit till like that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend who we played D&D with, yeah. I had learned recently he had never seen any of the Chit stuff.
Well, I was the one that introduced you to Chit, so
yeah. I probably would have seen it though on TikTok, like
maybe.
Well, I would have definitely seen it because of Bistro Huddy. Eventually, I would have seen it through Bistro Huddy. which that shit's been getting crazy. Have you seen the ones from that?
Mm-mm.
They fired someone. It was like a whole 6-parter.
Yes, I did. I heard about it. Okay, there's a TikToks about other TikToks. I heard another TikTok talking about it.
I saw a bunch of TikToks talking about
And actually,
like,
it took me a minute to realize what you were talking about. I'm like, I don't think I know what's that. Oh wait, no, I do. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, I love the bistro hoodies. They're so good.
Yes.
They're so entertaining. And during that whole arc, I was like checking back every day. Like I just go to my FYP normally. I don't really like, follow or any, or check followed people, stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. I just
Yeah.
let the algorithm take me,
Same.
for good or for worse. But like I was like checking for those next bistro hoodie ones because I mean it was a saga, it was like.
Yeah.
Anyways, what have you been up to, Stuart? In this,
Well, usually I start with books. Um, I've listened to a number of books since we last talked. Um, most of them are just continuing series that I've already talked about. Beware of Chicken 5. That one came out on Audible finally. That one is such an enjoyable series. It's slice of life. Not a whole lot actually happens in the books, but it's enjoyable because the characters are just so well written, and they're just, yeah, that was just a good series. Let's see, Defiance of the False Seven. I got back into that one for a book. Um, I want to
which
like
one's
that
that
series
again?
more. That one is the world. Uh, a lot of people in the world get taken to a tutorial zone. He doesn't, but he ends up getting in, like, he's like in the same spot that like another monster is going to appear into, and they like roll to survive, and he rolls 100, which is the only way he could have won, and ends up killing a huge monster and just levels up completely, like a
Is
whole
that the one
bunch.
where his like girlfriend or wife is somewhere else and gets like the goddess? Like there's
No,
gods and goddesses and
no, that's oh no, that series finished. Um, oh crap, I think system connected system.
okay,
That's the name of that series.
okay.
This one,
I think
oh
I think I
crap.
started Defiance. I think I've listened to the
He's
first of
basically
Defiance now.
alone on an island basically, except there are demons that are coming in, and he has his like an insanely high luck score. That's kind of how he ends up doing a lot of things. Um, and he ends up befriending some of the demons and kicking some of them out. He kind of starts his own community on this island. Um, um, the problem I has with that series though is there was so much that was beyond him, that like he had a god that was coming after him, that was coming after his world. He was also dealing with his own local things and like 3 other things that were going on, and he kept jumping around to different things instead of like dealing with one then jumping to the next. He just kind of left a lot of things half finished, and it kind of got annoying for me because it was so like, oh, side quest over here, side quest over here, side quest over here, and I want to like that series a lot more, but I find myself getting distracted just like the main character. Like I get distracted from that book. It doesn't hold me like I want it to. Um, there's like a a ladder system, you know, like there's strength, there's level, there's wealth, and then there's well, I forget what the other ladder was, but he was not anywhere near the top of the level, but he was still the strongest, I think. And it's been a while because they got rid of the ladder a couple books ago, and it's been a while. And he went by Super Brother Man, which is referenced in Welcome to the Multiverse. He calls himself Super Brother Man at one point.
There's so many references, and yeah, Welcome to the Multiverse.
Yeah.
ones we both get, ones I don't get, ones you didn't get. Like
yeah. There's ones like there's also those like I know that's reference. I don't know what to. It's written in a way that's a reference. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I have either the first or the first. At least I think I have at least the first Defiance of the Fall. If not, I started it already. I can't remember or not, but
I guess
that's one where I'm like,
I want to like it, but it's so
I'm kind of afraid because there's so many books.
There's
16
right at the moment. Yeah,
there's 16.
It's there's a lot to that series at the moment,
and they're like 20 plus hours. It's not like it's like a 12-hour book, you know.
Yeah,
yeah.
And book 16 came out a month ago, so that just tells you, dude's not done.
That's like putting out 3 a year, or 4. There's 4 on this one year, and then 5. What? Holy shit! Book. Well, at least the audio versions. Book 4 through 8 all came out in 2022. So 5 books came out in 2022. Wow. And then 2, 3,
well, I can tell you the last
23.
The last 2 books
24
came out last year.
Yeah, only 2 last year. So I guess they're slow. He's slowing down. The author's slowing down.
I don't know. This is one of those that's coming out on. Oh crap! What's that site called? Royal Road, I think that's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
So this is like He Who Fights with Monsters. It's
Wait, is Royal Road is that not just a publisher?
No, I think it's a site
different?
where people are doing that. Like they'll come out with a chapter, however.
Oh, okay. So it's like a Patreon thing, where
kind of yeah. It's a Patreon for books.
Okay. See, I always thought I saw Royal Road. I always thought that was just like the publisher or the like,
No.
like some kind of partner of it. Yeah. I guess
Nope.
the publisher's Atheon.
Although I will say with this last book, with the Defiance of the Fall 7, that one I think where they cut it up should have been cut up differently, because it felt like half of the story took place in book 6 and half of the story took place in book 7. Like they cut it up in the wrong spot. I feel like because like they went into a dungeon, or what they call a mystic realm, and like stuff happened there, Like that should have been the whole book. Like half of it was in book 6, and the last half was in book 7. So, yeah, it's where the books end. I'm not thrilled with, because it doesn't seem like that's where you should end it, or the book should have ended here, and it keeps going. I don't know. I'm being nitpicky with that. I know, but
I get it. It's always weird. It's always a. I guess you want the book to end. Like there's different ways to end the book, but you want it to be satisfying, and it can be.
right,
It doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to necessarily be like okay, everything's good and it's a good clean ending. It could end. A book could also end on a cliffhanger and still be satisfying.
exactly. I mean, and I get it. He's come out with like a chapter a month. I'm not even sure what his time frame is, but like I get it. You don't write it that way as as you're writing a book. You're just writing a story, a continuing story. I get it.
Yeah, you just don't want it to feel like you just don't want it to end and feel like wait, I missed it feels like something's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely get that. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing more and more TikToks about like, oh man, reading versus listening, blah 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 blah. Like I'm seeing more of those again. It's so stupid.
Um. Another book I listened to. System Universe 8. Which came out recently.
I did too. Yep.
Yeah. You actually listened to it before I did.
Yeah.
I
think the day it came out, I was like,
texted you.
"It's out."
Yeah, I texted you when I was like like 3/4 of the way through the book. I'm like, I want to punch Jace in the face, or somebody needs to punch Jace in the fucking face.
I didn't want to say anything.
He was so annoying through like 3/4 of the book. He was so annoying. Then he finally caught up with the main character, and like, okay, he's not that bad. Still.
Yeah. Like once he actually caught up with the main character and you learned that they weren't going to like fight to the death and be like mortal enemies, like he became better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, they were building that up for a while too.
They were building that for multiple books. Like since book
multiple
1.
Multiple books, yeah.
Like since book 1, I think. They were building that up. So I'm really curious because he's going to ascend in the next book. Like he's gonna, and I'm really curious on.
Oh yeah, he only had
what happens.
He only had he had a timer.
Yeah. So I'm saying he's going to ascend in the next book, unless the next book takes place within a week, like a span of a week, which would be really annoying. Would be really annoying.
That's a way to piss off the fans, especially with the way it ended.
Yeah,
with the Dave chapter.
Yes. Yeah, like hold on, is this like a virtual reality? Like no, okay, no, it's not. Okay.
That Dave chapter was confusing. Like,
yeah, because it made it seem
it
like
gave me some questions.
I just said, like, is this a virtual reality? Like, what the hell is this? So no, I guess it's not. But this is weird.
Yeah, is he like a god and that's his own universe, or like his section of a universe, or like how, like, yeah, and then it's very weird. Yeah,
like how big is this? How many systems are there?
How high does it go up? Yeah, like
And like not even
It's
like, as in like a hierarchy, but like how many are on like that level of like of the Dave and Resh system and system universe 3.0 or whatever it was called.
yeah.
Like how many systems are there on that level? A billion? A trillion? Like, but how many?
Yeah, who knows? So, I mean, Dave and it's his siblings, right? We know
Yeah.
that much. We know at
And
least that
they're
much.
and
So,
they're like lower in like the hierarchy of whatever that is.
yeah, it's definitely a like the what the fuck moment. Like that chapter, that last chapter it ended on. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I have more questions than anything now.
Yes, that was definitely
And we're not going to get
huh.
the next book till like
Probably
I think
fall.
the end of the year. I saw some. I think I saw something about like sometime Audible has like a place for it, like just the blank like
Yeah.
placeholder thing for it. But
And that's probably just a guess on on the
oh, they don't even
dates.
have a date or anything like that. They don't even have a date. They just have like the blank spot, like a book 9 for the title, and like a blank like just a placeholder spot for it. Was it Kindle that had like maybe Kindle had?
Kindle that definitely has definitely does like guesses on dates. According to Goodreads, expected publication November 3rd. The title of it is System Origin. So
And then it's just like a well, and then how long after that will it take for the audiobook, you know?
hopefully, like
Cuz
soon.
not every book unfortunately comes out right away, you know, like the audio
Only
version,
the major
unfortunately.
ones do. Only big ones do.
Like what is it? I think it's in a couple days. Mimic and Me 5 comes out, but not the audiobook.
Yeah.
I think
Still
it's
need to do Mimic and
yeah,
Me
on
4.
Monday. On Monday it comes out on the the book version anyways. Which that
Mim-
cover looks really crazy. Chester's like a looks like a kaiju, like the size of like a kaiju.
yeah. See, Mimic Me 4 is actually number 2 on my to be read, but number 1 isn't out yet. So it'll probably be Mimic and Me.
Nice. 4 good shit happens in 4. Yeah. Some interesting stuff. I can't wait to talk about with you. But yeah, and then but yeah, the yeah, hopefully the next audiobook does come out this year and not like hopefully it's not too long after the because
It was only a couple
yeah
months
the
between the book when the physical book and the audiobook came out, though. So
because yeah, with him ascending, him about to ascend, I'm definitely like yeah. And they kept and boy did he keep like teasing about him hooking up with what's her name
yeah,
like
really.
he
It's
kept
like,
going back to that, and I'm like, okay, wow, like this is the most we've seen him talk about her that way, like,
really, yeah,
which
shown any kind of
I'm
interest in
here for.
anything. Yeah,
I'm here for. Go ahead, but like it just feels like they cranked it up all the way in this last book about his interest towards her.
and I got one more book to talk about. That we talked about those a bit longer than I thought we would. Um, How I became the strongest warrior using basic attacks.
Yay! I hope
I'm
you liked it. Oh,
I'm almost at the end of the first book. Um,
oh, okay.
it's all right. I get it that he's all about making the numbers go up, but I find the numbers boring.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of
Trying to
numbers in
see.
this book, and I tune out anytime the numbers start being read. I tune out.
Book two is a lot better because there's more of a like goal and a like more of a plot, like more of a goal for him more than just the numbers. You know,
That's
something
also my other
happens.
issue is he's not doing anything. Like there's nothing. Like he's farming. By that I mean he's grinding, which I find
Yeah.
boring in these books in lit RPGs. I find the grinding boring because
Yeah.
hey,
Well, I
it's
feel like
grinding.
yeah, book one was I feel like that was mostly just about like setting up characters in the world and stuff like that. And like I said, book two, there's an actual like goal that happens like early on. There's something happens early on in book two that basically becomes the goal, the whole purpose of book two for
Okay,
him. And um some weird stuff happens in book two. It gets
like
spicy in book two.
oh
Yeah.
oh yeah oh
Because
yeah
the
you mentioned that. I remember that now.
book one wasn't really much spicy stuff going on in book one, right?
None. I mean
Okay,
he
okay, you're good.
he slept in bed with the two women, but that's all it was. He slept in the bed, and they slept. Nothing happened.
Oh, but yeah, book two. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Clothes stayed on.
Oh, it's yeah. That's yeah. It ramps up like to the point where I'm like, oh wow, this came out of nowhere. Like, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he
it
even they make a joke that he's anime protagonist dense.
yeah. Um, I I can't remember if you did it in book one, but in book two, it's very much kind of like Monster Hunter like, where he kills things and he takes the parts and gets stuff made out of it.
That's literally what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
Like he's
there's that stuff happens again, but like I said, it's more. Book two is more that grinding stuff is more organic. It just kind of happens in the background while he's pursuing the. Book two is about a tower.
okay.
It's a tower he has to go through. Like 100 floors, 100 floor
Okay,
tower for a certain reason. That's not really much. That's not. It's probably in the description. Now that I think of it,
I
but
think it is.
yeah. And there's all kinds of different like stuff on each floor. They're very different. There's different enemies, challenges, stuff like that. I definitely enjoyed book two a lot more, because of that. All the different like enemies, enemy variations slash like puzzles slash
Like I
intriguing
definitely
stuff. But
enjoy um books in general when the fights are between two sentient creatures. One, a person just fighting a beast, I find boring a lot of times, because it's like sometimes it's interesting, but like a lot of times it's, especially in these books, it's not.
Yeah, the tower stuff in book 2 is good because he fights a lot. There are some mindless like beasts, but there's a lot of sentient like creatures and enemies he fights,
Okay, that's good.
like actual like sentient enemies, and like, yeah, I don't want to give away too much. There's some real interest. Book 2 was pretty interesting. That's what, like, really, I guess, the tower stuff. I dug.
Yeah, where I'm at
Like,
right now, he took the teleport pipe from Mario and Lou, not Luigi, Lou, to the
oh,
desert.
there's more of that stuff. There's more of
I'm
that stuff in book 2.
I'm sure.
they expand they expand on that,
Um,
which I loved. So good.
and he's in the desert just hunting just beasts, and I am incredibly bored. And he's waiting on his sword to be done doing whatever it's done doing by a cat person. That said, it was only going to take a day. Cut to 5 days later, still not done.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, book 2, I think it really kind of finds itself because if it decides what it wants to be, because it all the different floor stuff for the tower, the goal he has why he's doing that stuff, and the I guess the spicy stuff that happens as well, kind of decides, okay, we're gonna throw this stuff in here too. Like, it definitely decides this is what it's going to be, where when you looking back at it, like I said, it kind of feels like book 1 was just kind of like to set up the world and all the different characters, because I don't know what you thought about some of the characters, but I thought that
Uh,
there were some interesting characters.
there was definitely some interesting characters. I feel like as part of setting up the world, I feel like it did a bad job of that. I feel like the world building is not good, because I have so many questions about the world that, like, okay, he became the strongest after, what was it, 4 days of just hitting a dummy.
Was it only
Why?
4 days? I thought it was.
No, it was 4 weeks maybe. Like, it wasn't like incredibly a long time, but like, why is he the strongest from doing that? Like, yeah, his basic attack is insanely high, but why does that make him the strongest? Why is there nobody else strong out there? Okay, and like, okay, somebody he died, and was revived here. Other people, that happens to other people. Does it happen to everybody? Does everybody get reincarnated here? Like, what?
They answered that. I thought, didn't they? Because they said like some people go other places.
That woman made a guess. Like, oh yeah, and like, yeah, yes, that woman said, oh, this is hell. If you died in Japan, you would have ended up in a better place. And then later on, a guard came and said she doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, okay, does everybody, when everybody dies, do they come here? Okay, why? What is this place? Like, there's so many questions on like what's going on, that, and like, I just have so many questions on why he is the strongest. It doesn't, I get that he has a strong base attack power. I get that. But why is nobody stronger than him? When their level is higher.
And how far are you through the first book?
I'm close to the end. Like a couple
Okay.
hours from the end.
Yeah.
I just feel like it doesn't do a good job of setting up the world and like anything outside of this little bubble.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like that might be that part of it. And when I say world building, I mean like I mean more than just like the world itself. I meant like characters and
Yeah.
interactions and stuff. But like I feel like that stuff is still kind of vague on purpose, and I feel like book two explores more of the like as he's going through the tower, kind of explores more of the like there's you kind of get a hint of like it starts to trickle out more information about that world and like who's behind it and like is there a god or an entity type stuff, like is it that afterlife or is it just another world people go to, stuff, all that kind of stuff. I feel like I haven't read book three yet, but I feel like that's probably gonna have more answers for that. But yeah, book two definitely is this. It's about him going through the tower, fighting all kinds of different challenges, enemies, and stuff like that. And but there's one specific character that's introduced in book two that kind of helps explain some of the things I feel like you're having questions about.
Okay.
Not completely, because there's. I feel like it's not. I feel like they're not going to answer everything about that world. I feel
Sure,
like
sure.
there's always going to be some, and there probably should still be some mystery behind it. Of course.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't answer everything, but
Yeah,
like I said,
but there is a character
out
they introduce that
like
does
out
help with that.
outside of his little bubble, we know nothing about the world. And like I know there are native people to that world that are born there and are not reincarnated. But how many people have we seen are that are native? You know.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a character that gets introduced in book two that kind of kind of expands on that stuff. I'll
Okay,
say I don't really want to give anything away because
that's fine.
I like that character too. He's very interesting. He's a very interesting character.
If you're saying book two gets better, then I'll put book two on my to be read list
Yeah, yeah.
because I was debating on whether to continue the series or not. To be
I mean,
honest,
with how much you like dungeons and stuff like that, it's the tower is basically a reverse dungeon, like that he's going through, and like I said, there's puzzles, different themes, and different like and it's one of those where it's like, oh man, no one's gone past floor whatever
mm-hmm.
type of thing. And there's a good reason why he's doing it too. Like it's not just a he wants to do it because he wants numbers to go higher. He's got an actual personal reason. You know, like it's not just like a you know him, because yeah, he kind of comes across a little autistic, right?
I was yes he does. I was
Yeah,
thinking that too. Like he comes across as autistic.
yeah. But yeah, there he in book two he shows more emotion and stuff like that, and you know especially with his reason for doing the tower. I'll just say that. But yeah, it gets better. Book two definitely is. I like book two a lot more than one. I can't remember. I can't remember too much from book one. Like anything that I can remember, some stuff here and there. Of course, the early stuff really speaks out. But yeah, book two, I definitely remember a lot of stuff from book two because there was a lot more memorable things, you know, that happened in book
I
two.
definitely wish he would have chosen a different name,
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he just
or at least
yeah.
changed his name, because apparently that was something he could do, but he didn't change his name.
Yeah. But how are you gonna have the running joke? You know, it's got to be a running
They
joke throughout
all
the whole
call him
series.
the Dummy Slayer. Go with that.
Yeah. What was it? XX Pussy Slayer 420XX. Wasn't that
Yep.
it?
Yep, that's it.
What's weird is I don't know if you noticed, but like I can't remember if it's in book one or if it happens in book two, but the number of X's like change.
Oh,
Sometimes
really?
they'll say XX, sometimes they'll say XXX.
Oh no, I haven't caught that.
Yeah, that'll happen a few times, and I'm like, wait, is that a mistake on the audiobook, like on the narrator, or is that a mistake in the actual book? Or because I noticed that happened that they they did it two X's and three X's at different times.
I don't know. You can definitely tell the narrator is really trying to make the numbers and a lot of the repeated things sound fun, because of the way he's like thwonk thwonk thwonk, just trying to make it sound better than what he's given. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely like the idea of the story. The story is definitely good. But like I'm finding a lot of it just boring.
Oh wow. Okay. Since the last I looked, they have four and five are both up for pre-order.
Oh,
Interesting.
really? Because 5 isn't even on Goodreads.
Yeah, March is for four, and then April is for five. Like, and it's not just placeholder. There's the actual like
Book four,
information.
book
Like,
5 isn't even out, because book 4 came out last month.
then I guess there must be working on it now. I don't know. It. There's the cover and there's the pre-order button and on Audible, anyways. I don't even know what book three is about, though. To be honest. But yeah, book two was good because it was it was it book two was long too. Book two it's 29 hours long. Um, they get through that
Also,
whole he gets through the whole tower. And everything is contained. It's a nice contained story. Book two.
dude was named Chuck Taylor, and he made shoes.
Yeah, yeah. You worked for Reebok.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was funny. I remember that. uh, But yeah, it's crazy though. If this Audible thing is true, which I mean, like I said, they have it for pre-order, so I'd imagine they must know something if they're willing to take people's money. You know,
Yeah.
descriptions, no descriptions for five. Four has a description. Okay.
Yeah. Four is out.
But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
so that's your
It's on.
books you got.
It's on Kindle.
Oh,
Pre-order March of this year.
book 5 or
Uh huh.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, Audible has it April 7th for Audible, so like a month after, like that's if more books could do that, I'd be happy, you know? Like
Well, I just kind of clicked on book 5, and I saw when Lucifer himself appears in Chuck's bedroom at 3 a.m. Okay, it's going places.
that's the character in book 2
Okay.
that I really like. That yeah. Since you already got spoiled on, that there's a character named Lucifer, I'll say
Yep.
that's the character that I like. That's in, yeah, yeah.
All
Book
right.
3 is on my
That's
list, but I don't know. I've been meaning to get to it, but book 2 is good. That's all the books you got though.
that is all the books I got. I didn't plan on spending that much time with the books, but yeah.
Yeah. Besides System Universe, I haven't really listened to anything new. You know, I've just been, I, I, I re-listened through Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Okay.
I started at book 2. I didn't re-listen through book 1 because I re-listened through book 1 not too long ago when doing that when that immersion tunnel, audio
Uh huh.
tunnel, whatever. And I was just listening to the first episode because they during December they released the first episode of book 2 of that. So I just started listening to that, that free. I think it's 2 hours is the first episode of that. I don't even think they have any other volumes out yet.
Last
Um,
I looked, they didn't.
yeah, yeah. I think it's just that for now. But like, I think is it February? They said they said it's gonna be coming out like once a week, and then when book 2 or when season or book 2 slash season 2 of that version ends, 3 will start right away. So they're like they were like, we're sorry for having such a long time between 1 and 2. Because it was like a year or over a year. But I started with just listening to that, and then I was like, I want to continue on again and get refreshed on this because the next book is coming out in May. So, and I just kept listening through it, like
Yeah, I'll
you
probably do
know
a re-listen to of the series
that and like
before the next book.
unfortunately last week I had to say goodbye to one of my dogs, and I've just been like I've kind of been depressed, so I've kind of not been wanting to do anything, so I've just been like listening to audiobooks,
I get that.
like petting my other dog, like listening to audiobooks. So I got, like I just haven't felt like playing any games much, or really watching anything, you know.
I totally understand
Um,
that.
so I got through that. And now I'm going through Mimic and Me again.
Okay.
I just started book 3 of that. Um, and re listening through it, boy, they really set things up in the first book. Like like early on that don't get revealed till like book 3. Like all the stuff with like the blood demon for Christian,
Okay.
they set that stuff up like right when he first meets Christian in book 1, and there's all kinds of hints and teases of stuff like that in book 1, and they have like Marcos is the brother, Christian's brother, or his
Uh-huh.
adopted brother, the other one, he's like talking to him. He's saying, "Oh, I just talked to myself," and like, they have a lot of teases and setups for the actual reveals, and I'm like, that's kind of they had a good understanding of what they were wanting to happen. Like,
Yeah, now that you say that, I remember thinking that at the time, like when the name and stuff was revealed, like I remember thinking like, oh yeah, he was talking to himself a lot.
yeah, and his excuse was like he was saying like his excuse was like, "Oh, I'm just practicing voices because I'm have this shape shifting ability, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
always having to stuff like that." And I'm just like,
Which like, okay,
boy,
yeah, you totally like, yeah, I understand, yeah, totally
it made sense
makes
for the
sense.
time, but then when you get the reveal, it's like that's brilliant. They like set that stuff up like the breadcrumbs were sprinkled perfectly. Like, yeah, it was pretty good. I love this series so much. Oh, a little. But yeah, it's good. I'm loving book. I'm love Mimic Me is so good. It's one of my favorites. It's really, I think it's one of my favorites just because like the so some of the characters I really like. Jeff Hayes is just Jeff Hayes is the reason why you can't have AI do audiobooks.
Correct,
You can't like
correct.
you can't like. I saw a TikTok recently where he was talking about like his thought patterns is like, or his mind, but his goal on producing a audiobook, is like, you know, I've like before audiobooks, a lot of audiobooks are boring, they're
Yeah,
not that entertaining, and he was saying, I feel like we have to we have to put ourselves against basically every other form of entertainment, that have way more bigger budgets, and all this and that, and just it was just a
yeah.
TikTok of him talking about his philosophy, and I'm just like, that's why your stuff is so good, is you're just passionate about this, and you understand, and like
Also,
the fact
talent
that you
doesn't
could do
hurt.
like any voice.
Talent
Yeah,
doesn't
like
hurt.
you can do like any voice. It's crazy. And he was also like talking about how like originally they were gonna have I forget, one of the female narrators they have at Sound Booth do Donut and stuff like that originally, but he decided he wanted to put the book out quicker, and that's the reason why he ended up like just doing it all, because he thought it, he just wanted to make sure it got out quicker, and and I'm just like, well, thank you for making that decision, because I can't imagine someone else being Princess Donut. Like,
Right. Yeah.
it's just it's crazy, and especially like that, being able to be the one to tell Steven, yeah, Donut voiced by the same person as Carl. He was like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
It's just one narrator. Well, he's listening to the full production version, the immersion
Okay.
audio tunnel version. So some of the characters are voiced by other people, but
All right.
but yeah, I was like, yeah, him, Mordecai, and you know, uh, Mordecai, Carl, Donut, all one person. Voiced by the same person.
Yeah. The
Um,
only other narrator I would, you know, before Jeff Hayes, that I would put at like the doing a lot and like putting a lot of production into it would have been Mark Thompson, who did a lot of the Star Wars books. Like if you've listened to any of the Star Wars books, like the not all of them, of course, because there's a lot of them, but
Yeah.
like Legacy of the Force, which is a great series. He did those, and like there's sound effects, there's music, and he does a damn good Han Solo impression. Like holy shit, you would think that it was Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I also feel like I don't really I have listened to other audiobooks outside of like lit RPGs and stuff like that too, but like those are mainly the ones I'm listening to lately. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those the just the crop of narrators are a big reason why those are so successful, because there's so
Yeah,
many good narrators
yeah.
for those. You got Jeff Hayes, you got Ryan Reed from Mimic and Me, who he does a lot of voices, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
interesting voices. You got Travis Baldree.
Travis Walsh great. Although if you listen to a lot of his books, like there's a lot of the same voices he uses over and over again, which is fine.
Yeah,
But
that's
you can only do so many voices.
yeah, but I feel like it's the narrators are what really brings out the full, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know uh entertainment value of the audiobooks, because like
And it,
before you'd listen to audiobooks and a lot of them were just boring because it was just some some random person just reading the book and not really trying.
and,
There
and
were
and it's
some
not
good
just doing
ones.
voices either. They're performing too, like they're voice acting,
Yeah.
and that's what really helps. And even brings out some of the comedy in the lines. Because a line might not be funny in of itself, but if you read it in a certain way, it can make it funny.
Yeah, but like I listening through Mimic Me again, I'm like, man, I wonder how this reads. Like actually reading it, because like when Chester's like going all over the place with some of his voices, and he's changing, and Jeff Hayes is changing the tone of his voice with every other word, and you know, the way he is, I'm like, that probably doesn't come off that way at all when you're actually reading it, you know
Yeah,
when he's yelling meat wagon like back to back 3 different times, but he's saying it like with different inflections, and oh, he's saying this, he has a Scottish accent, when he's saying it this time, and then he's going into kind of Princess Donut almost like voice another time, and like,
right.
just the sporadicness of the way Jeff Hayes does the performance for Chester.
It,
I don't think that I can't imagine that it comes across the same reading
no,
it on paper.
I'll throw in Ray Porter, who did Project Hail Mary. Um, just his delivery on a lot of a character named Rocky, a lot of his lines was absolutely hilarious. And I know for a fact, if you'd read what Rocky was saying, not as funny, but just what he did with that character, and even the main character himself, Ryland. Yeah, definitely.
To all those who say, to all those who say listening isn't reading, well, at least we know how to pronounce the words.
Right.
I think that's one of my favorite arguments for why listening is so great. It's like, yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
well, we know how to pronounce them.
anything Brandon Sanderson, because Brandon Sanderson does a lot of the fantasy names. It's like, yeah, do you read that name? I wouldn't have guessed that's how it was pronounced.
Yeah. And it feels like the lit RPG books, like the community is just the people working on those books. You could tell they're passionate about that community,
Yeah, really.
and it's not just like it's not just a, oh, well, we're just gonna read this because I'm getting a paycheck type thing, you know.
Like for instance, how would you pronounce that name?
Jasna.
Uh-huh. That's what a lot of the readers, the physical books, that's what they say her name is. It's Yasna.
Jasna. That would have been my second guess. Yeah.
And the audiobooks are like, and the audiobook listeners are like, read that like, oh, I thought it started with a Y. Why is it a J?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, it's definitely audiobooks, at least the ones we're listening to, are just light years above what they were 10, 15 years ago.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, I'm just listening to them, and I'm just laying in bed listening to them and just enjoying them, you know, over watching TV, or,
Absolutely.
I could be, I could be finishing my my rewatch of Parks and Rec for comfort, but I'm like, let's m- with the announcement of Mimic Me 5, I want to re-listen through these. I really enjoyed that, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, I can't even there's not many audiobooks from, you know, there's not many audiobooks I can think of from like 10 plus years ago that really stood out. The only ones I could think of, the Harry Potter.
Okay.
And there's two
Sure.
different versions of those.
Yeah.
There's one with Stephen Fry, right?
Uh-huh.
Which I never listened to. The one that I had access to was Jim Dale, and he did a fantastic job, like,
Well,
narrating those.
from what I've heard, he also did not know how to pronounce Hermione.
I don't remember that,
Apparently,
to be
it
honest.
was probably
But
in the first book, or maybe the first couple, where he did Hermy one, or Hermione.
I don't remember that. But yeah, it's been a while since I've listened to to those. But yeah, I vividly remember listening to them and enjoying them. That's how I got through the Harry Potter series, was because I my ADHD is so bad I can't like focus long enough to read through a book that's like was bigger than, was thicker than our phone book, our city's phone book at the time. Like, so the audiobooks were great for me, but I still need to listen to the the new one.
Oh,
Is that
the full cast one
the full cast? Yeah, I have the first one because they gave
that
it out for
gets
free.
advertised anytime you open up the Audible app.
Oh yeah, because they spent a lot of money on it, and they're popping them out like every month. I think there's going to be a new one until they're all done, which is like good on them, I guess. Like, also another series I've been meaning to listen through is the what's it called, uh the Lord of the Rings Hobbit,
Oh,
with
uh-huh.
by
Uh
Andy Serkis.
Andy Circus. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because those are not too old, right? Those are fairly recent, I feel like.
Yeah. Um, is it COVID?
I
That's when he
think
did
I
it?
think it was during that. Yeah. Um, the weirdest one I've seen on Audible? James Earl Jones reading the Bible.
Yeah.
That's that's on Audible.
Yeah.
Darth Vader / Mufasa reading the Bible. Very weird, but I saw. I meant to. It was a weird. I couldn't really comment on it because it was a weird. There was a. It was a weird like. Facebook confuses me. I don't understand Facebook now. But it was a Facebook post, and it was. I think it was like a video story or whatever they call it, and it was a weird post, and I couldn't figure out how to comment. But I saw Josiah started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to comment and be like, dude, you got to listen to it. Like, you got to, or at least listen to it while you read it, because that's the way to go.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
you're gonna miss out on so much goodness. Like,
Yeah, really.
but yeah, I saw that I saw that the other day, and I was like, oh wow.
Oh, thank you, Steven. Steven likes my shirt.
But yeah, besides that, that's been a lot of my time is just listening to the audio, re-listening through older audio or audiobooks again in preparation for the upcoming ones. I'm hoping Mimic Me 5 doesn't take that much longer to come out, the audio, the audio version.
It might
Since
be this year. Might be.
I mean, since the ebook comes out in 2 days, hopefully
Summer.
it's not that long.
Summer probably,
Yeah.
if anything.
It just depends on who, like, fortunately, it's not just a one narrator thing. So they could do, like, they can, I would imagine they can get, they don't have to wait just on one narrator to, do it all. If one narrator's busy, they can, get another narrator, they can get the female narrator to do her
Yeah.
stuff. Maybe if, or Jeff Hayes can do his stuff for Chester and
Well,
stuff like that.
from my understanding, that's how they do it. Because there's an audiobook narrator that pops up on my TikTok a lot, and she did a post recently, just kind of making fun of the fact that, like, because she did like a dual narrator book. I don't even know what it was, but like the male voice actor kept getting recasted.
Oh, that's
And like her, like,
that.
from what I understand, like, her part was done, and she was waiting on the book to come out so she can start and she can get paid. So, at least that's what I understood it. So,
I like the dual ones. I mean, there's,
Yeah.
it's nice to, because not everyone can be Jeff Hayes, who can also do female voices.
right.
So it's nice to have one that's like a female, does all the female voices, but
Yeah, and if you want to listen to a spicy book, dual narrator definitely helps.
that's true.
Because like it feels kind of weird listening to a dude describe scenes and do
Oh yeah,
the female voice.
you have listened to a couple spicy ones
I have with
on purpose.
with a male narrator. It's like, this is weird.
What else you got? I know you said you've been playing some stuff.
Yeah. I'll start with an older game. I say older. I think it came out in 2017, so almost 10 years ago. I got it on sale on Steam. I finally played Return of the Obra Dinn. Which when it came out, I heard about. It is it's a mystery puzzle solving type of game with a very, very unique art style. It's got kind of a, it's not retro, but at the same time it is, because like games, back then didn't look like that.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Um, Basically, you're playing an insurance agent, I guess, in like the like 1803, I think that's what I said, like turn of the century, 1800s. Um, the ship, the Oberdin, shows up, and there's nobody on it. Um, and you have to walk around, and you have this magic stopwatch that can take you back to the moments they died. And you hear what they, of just before they died, and then you see the moment of their death, and you can kind of walk around it and kind of look at different things, look who was involved, and try to piece together, like, okay, this person was involved, this person was involved, who was this person, I've never seen this person before. And you had like the ship's crew, and like who was on board, as well as like an artist did like a couple drawings during the voyage, so you can kind of match that with faces. Okay, this is the captain, obviously, because of how he's dressed, and using context clues, you can try to figure out who's who, um, and like what happened to him. Oh, this guy was shot by this guy. Oh, this guy was stabbed by this guy. Oh, this guy was eaten by a kraken. This guy was shot by a spear from a mermaid. Okay, like a lot of bad things happen on this voyage. It's like, oh no, these 5 people actually got away. Okay, cool. Um, and it was really interesting. Um, I actually got all the achievements for it. It's not hard, as long as you beat the game. Um, you pretty much get them all except 2. But you can do a quick playthrough again, and get the last 2, if you know what to do. Um, it was good. It was a good like puzzle game, mystery kind of detective type game. Um, I enjoyed it. I really like the art style of it.
It looks interesting. Yeah. The choice of the choice of colors. Very interesting.
Yeah, and you can also like, you can change it, like, oh, what's your monitor? I think the default is like a Macintosh whatever. You can change it to an Atari what something, or in television,
Oh,
and like it
okay.
just changes the colors. Doesn't actually do anything.
That okay, that's kind of cool though.
But I don't know why it's, because it's set to change monitor. That doesn't actually mean anything in context, because the game takes place in the 1800s. So why that's the option, I don't know. And I
I
think
mean, to
this is,
make it feel like you're playing it on a different device, like I
I
guess,
guess,
you
I don't
know,
know. Um,
like
this
to
is
make it,
it's
it looks like.
it's done by the
Go
same
ahead.
guy who did Papers, Please.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the developer sounds familiar, and I'm looking. Yeah, paper. I kind of get that vibe of it too. Yeah, that's a game that like on paper shouldn't be good. Like, but when you actually play it, it's like
Well,
weirdly addictive.
there's a popular game right now that is very similar to Papers, Please, that deals with zombies. Um, I can't
I
think
don't
of what
think
it's
I've heard of
called, but
this.
I've definitely seen a lot of streamers playing it recently. Like you're like checking in for like zombie bites and stuff like that. Looking for symptoms. I feel like Papers, Please started its own kind of mini genre because there's other games that are kind of like that too. Um, like there's one where you're like the doorman of this building, like this apartment complex, and you are like letting like residents in, but like some people are like they're like shapeshifters or like skinwalkers, and like, oh yeah, you've got three eyes, yeah, you're not a resident, you're not, you know, oh your skin is purple, yeah, you're no, I can't think of what that one's called.
It sounds like a game. It sounds like another game that I've played in the past.
Not my neighbor, or that's not my neighbor, that's what it's called. And it's very much like Papers, Please.
Interesting.
Anyway, what have you been up to?
Um, uh, this was a while ago, but I don't think I ever talked about it. Um, did I ever talk about watching the Now You See Me, Now You Don't? The third?
I don't think so.
Okay, I did watch that. And it was good. It was more of the same. If you like the first two, they
I
bring
did.
back what's her name? Uh, what's her name? Isla Fisher, or what's her name? Is that her name? Uh, Isla. I can't, not sure how to. Yeah, Fisher.
Yes.
She was from the first one, but I think she wasn't in the second one because I think she was pregnant during the second one. Maybe.
I don't remember the second one very much.
Yeah, I want to go back and rewatch the first two. I'm meaning to do that, but she's back. The main are back. Dave Franco, Jesse Eisenberg, and uh, Woody Harrelson. But it's more of the same, and there's like a new group of like magicians that joins them,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is the sorcerer dude from what's it called, the D&D movie.
Oh yeah. Um. Justice Smith.
Yeah, he was in it. um he's one of the new people, because it's like a new, they're trying to introduce a new group of, or the new generation type thing.
Now you see me, the next
um
generation.
when did the first one come out? 2013. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
And Now You See Me 2 was 2016.
Okay, but it was good. It was more of the same, you know. There was one scene where where I kind of like had a roll your eyes moment where I'm like, okay, this is a little this is a, this is a little much, where they're like trying to outdo each other on magic and they're going back and forth, and it's like, you know, all the original the original four horsemen, and then the new three people, and they're all doing they're all like one upping each other on magic, and it's just this one scene, and I'm like, don't you need some sort of preparation though to like do magic tricks? Like,
Yes.
I guess
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
but they're like freestyling magic in this scene, and I'm just like, this is a little I don't know about this scene, but this feels a little much. But for the most part, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoy like movies where they do crazy magic stuff like in these, you know. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you watch the first two and enjoyed them, you'll like this one. It's more of the same. It's not an Oscar worthy, you know, like it's nothing like that, but it's a fun, like, you know, it's a fun movie to sit down and watch, you know. And not all movies have to be like, you know, these big spectacular blockbuster slash Oscar winner type whatever's, you know. There can just be fun, you know. Just under 2 hours, so it's not a huge commitment, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it's a fun movie. And you got anything else?
Does um um oh, I'm thinking Mark Ruffalo show up in this one,
Mm,
or Morgan Freeman?
um, I think, yeah, Morgan Freeman does, but Mark Ruffalo shows up for like a scene,
Okay.
but yeah, they're kind of teasing another one. If I remember correctly.
IMDb has, and this doesn't mean anything on IMDb, but it does have a now you've seen before.
Yeah. So
It, and again,
hopefully,
that doesn't mean anything because IMDb will add one if somebody asks the question, "Will there be a 4?" There's now one on IMDb, just in case.
yeah. But you know, I like the main actors. You know, they're pretty good. Um, and there's even a thing where they can where like, you know, like I said, Isla Fisher returns, but in the second one she wasn't there, so they had someone like replace her, and then they have those two like end up confronting each other. You know,
Okay.
and they're like, "Oh, there's five horsemen now," and you know, because there's only ever four at a time, and that was kind of a funny little thing. But yeah, but yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. I like Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson. Their interaction with each other, they play good, you know, off each other in
Yeah.
that and the Zombieland movies.
It's not Zombieland, yeah.
Yeah, so they're pretty good. And I like Dave Franco. I do actually like Dave Franco.
I do too.
You know. His brother's the piece of shit, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but at least as far as we know, Dave Franco's seems like a good guy, you know.
Yeah.
What else do you got?
Another thing I got. How many hours would you say you've put into Minecraft?
Oh, I don't even know. I can't,
Well, what
At
would I
least
tell you if there was a
at least-
Minecraft 2?
I mean,
Technically, that's
that'd
not
be
true, but at
interesting.
the same time, it is. Hightail, done by the people who did the very popular Hypixel server. They made their own Minecraft because Mojang, they came out and said you can't have you can't sell like microtransactions on servers and everything, even though there's still second servers that do that. And so Hytale said, well, we'll make our own Minecraft with hookers and blackjack.
I
And
knew you
Riot
were
came
gonna
in
do
and
that.
said, we'll help. No, we're not. We're gonna cancel the game. Which then the original creator then bought the rights back, and a couple months later released the early access game that came out a couple weeks ago. And it is very much Minecraft. And it's missing some core things that I think are going to come. But it also adds a bunch of things to it too that Minecraft is definitely missing, like a combat system. Because Minecraft, you swing sword, and that's it. That's all you do. You swing sword, or you swing axe. You swing pickaxe. This, it adds a whole, if you have a sword, you swing the sword, but you can also block with the sword. And there's daggers that you can use to like dash in, dash out. You need to do more damage from behind. There's battle axes that you do that are slow to swing but do high damage. Maces, bows, crossbows. Trying to think of it. There's a whole slew of different types of weapons that do different things. There's a bunch of different types of enemies. Right now, there's probably more coming. And there's going to be a somewhat of a story. And there's RPG elements that they're setting up. There's not like a leveling system yet, but that was definitely that. I'll be surprised if they don't have their own like leveling system. It's still very early access, but they're coming out kind of weekly with updates. Most of them are kind of minor. Have been minor.
How long
so
was
far?
Minecraft in early access?
Years. Oh my god, years.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how long this is going to be early access. But as of right now, they're coming out with updates weekly, with major updates coming every 4 to 6 weeks, I think they said. And I don't know what that even means. They don't even know what that means. Like they've talked about, they're going to add like procedural dungeons. The entrance to those are in the game. Like you'll be walking through like the forest and like, oh, there's a big structure over here. You walk up to it, open the doors, and there's a wet floor sign that says "Work in progress." Okay, cool.
Now is it like Minecraft where it's like seeded,
It is different every time you load up new world. But right now, and I don't know if this is going to change, it is set up in a structure of some way, as in like where you, because like when you load in, you load in a spawn building. Like it's a building that it doesn't change, but the world outside does change. But it's always like the temperate biome, like a oak trees and birch and all that kind of stuff. And then to the south is the desert. To the north is like Iceland. And then if you keep going in any direction, you get like to these Badlands kind of area, where like things have been kind of burned down. And that's kind of like where right now like the end game is at the moment. Not that there is an end game right now, but then you go past that, then it becomes procedural after that, where it could be anything after that. But like right now, there's like no like you can't like put it in a seed or anything like that. That may come later. I don't know. They've one nice thing is though, you cut down trees, the whole tree comes down instead of like one block and the trees floating like in Minecraft. Instead, everything above that comes down.
Oh, that's nice.
It is very nice. That way you don't have to climb the tree to get the top of it. It all come down. And there is also mod support. There's been mod support since day one. And they have,
I mean, well,
they have built this with mods in mind. They knew that people were going to make mods, and they made it extremely easy for people to make mods and also implement the mods in the game. When you go to load up a world, there's even a mod list that you can check to like turn on and off some mods without having to close the game down, delete the VOD, or take the mod out of the folder, then load up the game, which may or may take like 5 minutes depending on the mods, because some of them makes the loading of Minecraft for fucking ever. Right now that is not a problem with Hytale. But you can turn on and off mods quite easily, and even like if you're in the game and you go like, I was like, oh man, I'm having a hard time seeing the ores. If there's some way I can see the ores easier, oh there is. Just make ores just brighter. Cool. Download the mod from CurseForge, exit the world into the main menu, load up the world options, turn on that mod, load back into the world. You don't even have to turn off the damn game. Like, you don't have to close it down completely. You can just go to the main menu and do it that way. It's phenomenal. It's really cool. They're putting magic in the game, which is something that Mojang has said they're not going to do, is put magic in Minecraft.
I mean, yeah. There's so many mods for Minecraft that add magic.
There's mods that do that, but ITL is putting magic actually in the game.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be more like fantasy based, where Minecraft is more technical, I guess. In a way you think of like redstone and stuff like that, which Hypixel has said that they're not going to put into Hytale, which is redstone or something like redstone. But that's not saying they're not going to go away from uh, technological or mechanical stuff, because they are.
Yeah,
But
thought
they're
I saw like someone was able to play Minecraft within Hytale.
no. Well,
I
if
thought I saw
it's what
something
I'm
like
been
that.
thinking of, what somebody did is they connected them, so you're able to play multiplayer. One person is on Minecraft, the other person is in Hytale, and you're in the same world, and you're playing together
Oh,
multiplayer. Don't know how that
interesting.
wizardy works, but they got it to work.
Huh.
Um, but yeah, I can also see, with the people, with what people have done in Minecraft, somebody playing Hytale in Minecraft. I can definitely see somebody doing that. Also the game looks good. Like it's a really cool shader that you can put in Minecraft. That's just default. Um, there's also a with like creating your own character in Minecraft involves going to like some other site and like uploading it to your to your Microsoft account. There's a character creator in the game, in Hytale, which you can change at any time.
Can you
You're not
download
stuck with.
skins and people have
There's
made or
there's none of that. Although I have seen people
oh
like I have seen people like I've seen somebody made Link using the stuff that you're given. I've seen somebody build Vash the Stampede. I was like, that's cool.
that's cool.
I've seen Gimli from Lord of the Rings. I've seen a ton of things. Blade. Uh, like there's a decent amount of options that people like. It's not like the most advanced character creator I've ever seen, because it's definitely not that. But like, definitely people are.
It's early though. Yeah.
It is early, um, and somebody could add their own, but I can also see that not being allowed, because I can also see Hytale using that kind of stuff as microtransactions.
Yeah.
Because there is some of that stuff already that is locked behind the different tiers of pay. Because like there's the standard game, which is like $20. Then there's a $45 edition, which gives you more cosmetics. And then there's a super tier, or whatever they're calling it, that gives you all the cosmetics.
Yeah, 20, 35, $70 editions.
Okay.
Standard, supporter, curse breaker, founders,
Yeah.
foundation. Founders edition. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they don't lock that, because I mean, like, of course you can buy skins on Minecraft, but you can also add skins, as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
You know,
there's a shop button. So I mean that I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
Minecraft has
you're gonna always have, yeah, you're gonna always have the common people who want to buy, who don't want to have to mod to get skins or all this stuff. You got people in the Minecraft players who are straight vanilla who will buy, the Dragon Ball skin or,
yeah.
whatever. Versus people like us who were like, I don't care, I'll mod this,
Yeah.
to
I mean,
add
like,
stuff to it, or I'll
well, also
download the
like
Captain America skin to upload to my, yeah.
buying stuff in Minecraft. That's like the Bedrock version, and I've never played the Bedrock version. I've always been Java. Because like
I played
there's
the
a whole
Bedrock version,
marketplace. So like
but
you can buy maps, you can buy skins, you can buy mods. You buy fucking tons of shit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah. But I mean, it's for people who don't want to deal with the mods and installing stuff and going through the headache of taking 10 minutes to load just for it to crash because this mod isn't compatible with the rest of the stuff, or we've had heartaches.
But that's also just an issue with modding in general.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating playing with someone in Minecraft who's like, I don't do mods. Well, it's like, well, you're missing out on so many cool things.
You play the boring game then.
Yeah.
The fun is with the mods.
Right? Yeah.
Which in
Yeah.
ITL I have used some. I have messed with some of the mods. There's like a leveling system that somebody has already come out with. And, you level up. You can do more damage. You can break blocks quicker. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely check this out.
Yeah, if you like Minecraft in any way, I would recommend looking into it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with my whole dog issue, my whole savings got spent last week. So
That is absolutely understandable.
my whole savings and then some. Luckily, there was a local uh, resource group in the county that helped put some towards my vet bill, because I was like, I had only have this much. It's not a matter of I don't. It's I told the vet, it's not a matter of I don't want to spend this. I don't want to spend, the money. I just don't. I don't
I
have.
don't
I don't have
have the
credit
money.
cards. Yeah, I don't have. I don't have credit cards. I use a debit card. Money out of my bank account.
I'm the
I
same.
even tried to. I even tried to apply for one of those like special pet ones, for pet
Mm-hmm.
care cards, and I got denied, of course. But I was doing everything I could because I was. But yeah, it's like it's not the fact that I don't value my pet. It's the fact, that I don't want to spend the money. It's the fact I don't have the money because like I said, I don't have credit cards. I have a debit card. I
Yeah.
spent, I was always told not to get credit cards, and then as an adult, it's like now credit cards would come in handy for emergency sake. Like what the hell? Like
Well, I was always told, if you get a credit card, you buy something, and you pay it off right away. Well, now I've heard that's a bad thing. You'll get your
yeah,
credit card
because
take it. Your credit card can't canceled, and they'll take your credit card away if you pay it off. The hell? That makes no sense.
yeah, it's just like it's also like taxes where you have to get you have to guess how much you owe them, and if you're wrong, you get in trouble. Like it's like that's the same type of
You
frustrating.
owe us money. Well, how
Like
much do I owe you? I don't know. You figure it out. Okay,
yeah,
here's the money.
but then if you're wrong, you
Wrong.
go to jail.
Wrong. What? But you don't know. You're right. I don't know. But I know this is wrong. Then you know it's wrong. You know the right answer. So fucking tell me.
Yep, it's yeah.
Oh, you actually paid too much. Here's the back. The fuck?
But yeah, I was like I said, I was like, oh, you don't want to ever have credit cards, but it's like, well, but what if there's an emergency? Like, a credit card would have really helped last week. I mean, yeah. The actual thing behind my dog though, that yeah, they would have it would have cost thousands of dollars because it was a surgery thing, and even the surgery there wasn't a guarantee.
Yeah, which that just
It was
sucks.
Yeah, it was one of those things, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been looking at ever since you talked about you sent me stuff about this like last week. I was looking into this and I'm like, yeah, it looks interesting. It looks it looks like Minecraft, and I've been seeing lots of other stuff about like the mods and the support behind it, and which makes sense because it's from mod creators, right?
Yeah.
For Minecraft. Yeah.
Which I
So
want to know the story behind Riot and why they decided to cancel the game. It's like, okay, yeah, people are having fun with it. People are enjoying it. Why did Riot cancel the damn game?
I don't know. Maybe they thought it couldn't compete against Minecraft. You know, maybe they just, or maybe they had accountants who said we need to cut the fat somewhere, and this ended up being, who knows with
It's
businesses,
something we'll probably never know.
Yeah, but at least they were able to put it out. That's good.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No, not really. You
Okay.
got anything?
I got a couple things actually. Another game I've been playing. It's called Rupture. Another game that's in early access. Um, I one of the games I really enjoyed last year and really kind of sucked my time was Satisfactory, and this is another one of those where it's very much like Factory, only you're on only the only difference really is like there are actual enemies in this one and you get guns, where in Satisfactory you kind of did you got like um rebar gun, and like there were some enemies but not many. um and also every so often the star that you're getting resources from will kind of do this burst thing where it catches the whole world on fire, and you have to duck
Oh
in
shit!
cover and like hide in your base for for a couple minutes while the world cools back down, and then you got to wait for, if you want, plants or anything like that, you got to wait for them to grow back. um I don't know.
Interesting.
It's basically the same thing as Satisfactory, only every now and then there's a time limit where you gotta jump inside a base, or else you'll burn to death.
I mean, people like these type of games where you build like
I'm one of them.
infrastructures and systems that do multiple things or hook together. Yeah, like these games are very popular. So
Yeah, set up a okay. Uh, dig this ore deposit that goes on this uh um conveyor belt to this, to the smelter that makes that into bars, then that goes into this factory, which could go either into this storage facility or another factory to combine with something else, and then it goes to the thing that you wanted it to build. I don't know. I enjoy, building a big old factory and just watching the conveyors just going, shooting it all spaghetti like, and I was like, yeah, I did this. I made this mess.
I get that. Yeah, I enjoy doing that kind of stuff and like building like automated stuff in Minecraft or the Minecraft mods and stuff like that.
It's very much that.
Sorters and
Yes.
automatic diggers or all that kind of stuff. So I can definitely see, I see the appeal behind these type of games for sure. Who is?
And the last thing I got is it's not a game, it's not a book, it's not a movie, it's not a TV show. It's a YouTube video.
I was about to say it's an interpretive dance.
I do those at the beginning of every episode. I've got a YouTube video that I would recommend everybody to watch because it is one of the greatest things I've ever seen on YouTube. This came out 6 months ago by a guy named Ish, ISH. And the title of the video is 1,000 Players Simulate Civilization Rich and Poor. We were talking about Minecraft earlier. This is a Minecraft video. Where this guy took 1,000 players, split them up into two groups, and 500 people were put on an island that had nothing, not even trees. Okay, there was one tree. There was a massive tree. While the other 500 people were put on a lush, green island, and they were just kind of let go. And they did it in like sessions, like where everybody was logged in at the same time, kind of a thing. Like this wasn't like a continuing running server type of thing. And they were role played. Like that was the whole thing, as they were role playing. This was the best thing I've seen since, like, this was the Game of Thrones level shit. Like, what happened here? Like, like groups came together and to form different societies, and some of them clashed. It's a story of suspense, deception, betrayal, and like revenge, and like it is amazing, absolutely amazing. And it's a 2.5 hour video, so it's a movie.
Oh wow.
So I, get some popcorn because it's definitely a good video to watch. 1,000 Players Simulate Civilization Rich and Poor. Go watch it.
39 million views.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who have watched it already. This came out 6 months ago.
That's kind of crazy. A lot of views. Add to my watch later.
Yeah, let me know when you watch it, what you think of it, because it is definitely something. Like we were talking about Luigi and Mario earlier. We were talking about books. There's a character in this who has a Mario skin who talks like Mario the whole time. Who starts the Italian mob.
Oh, that's funny.
And they actually play a significant role in what happens.
I'll definitely check it out. I may not watch it all, but I'll definitely give it a shot.
You will end up watching it all. Like,
Okay.
oh, see what?
Or I may not
When
watch it
does?
all in one sitting, I
Oh,
should
that's
say.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, when does like? There's a very significant thing that happens that like will draw you in. Like, oh my god, this is really fucking cool. I want to say it happens around day 6. No, it's day 5. So about 50 minutes
Okay.
in. But yeah, that's I don't know. I feel like I watched that and like this is actually amazing. I've watched it multiple times. Um, like you usually through like a reactor or something like somebody else watching it and watching their reactions to it. But yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Definitely check it out. I feel like YouTube is like the number one streaming platform I watch. Like,
Same, same because the days that's all I do is just watch YouTube videos. In fact, that's actually most days. But this is the only thing I've watched that have been worth actually talking about. But that's all I got.
alrighty. Yeah, I got nothing else. It's just not nothing worth talking about, anyways. I'm gonna try to. I got some things I want to watch though coming out. That just came out or that's coming out.
I don't even know what's
So was it
coming
that new
out.
Game of Thrones show? Have you seen
I didn't even know there
the stuff
was
for that?
a new Game of Thrones show. Tell us, I was watching a streamer. They mentioned like, oh no, yeah, you new Game of Thrones show. I'm like, is this an old video? No, there's a new Game of Thrones
It's
show.
like it looks like it reminds me of A Knight's Tale. Like at least the trailers that I've seen of it.
Yeah, I knew nothing about it until this week.
Yeah. I saw like trailers for it like a week or so ago, and I'm like, oh, this kind of reminds me of A Knight's Tale. I'll definitely give this a shot. Um, but yeah, then I need to go back to the. I think Fallout Season 2 wrapped up. I need to, or it's about to wrap up. I don't know. I don't remember which one, but I need to actually finish Season 1. I think I'm a couple episodes from that. I might just restart that whole thing. But and then um, I've been wanting to watch that Trader show.
Trader show.
The one with oh, what's his name? Nightcrawler. Um
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
oh, what's his name?
Alan Cummings.
Alan Cumming. Yeah. Yeah. With the one with Alan Cumming, because like I hear that's such a good show, you know.
I've seen like maybe clips of it. Is it like are they playing like basically a version of like um werewolf or mafia that type of game?
Something like that. Yeah. That's where they gotta I think where they have to like figure out who's a traitor and
Uh huh.
yeah, among them and that I mean that and like just I just like Alan Cumming, you know. He's just, he's so entertaining.
I've enjoyed a lot of things he's been in.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one that I've been How many seasons of that show is there? Actually, let me see. Traders, I think it's called.
Yeah, The
The
Traders.
Traders. Uh, there. Holy crap! There's no. Okay, no, there's not. There's 4 seasons. There's a 5th one scheduled. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, the 5th one is I guess they renewed it for a 5th, but the 4th is halfway done.
What's this on?
Yeah, looks like it's. I think it's on. It's on.
Watch
What is
options.
it on?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Well, I
But
did see
yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a um Apple subscription soon or at some point
Oh, for what?
for Brandon Sanderson. Uh, his
Oh, yeah.
Cosmere finally got a place where it's gonna come out. The Mistborn is going to be a movie, as it should be, and um, Stormlight Archives is going to be a TV show, as it should be.
I didn't know there was. I knew there was some one of his things coming. I didn't know there was multiple though, at all at once. That's interesting. Or multiple announced at once.
Yeah, those are only two, but like his entire universe was like part of it. So hopefully we'll get some more. I
Yeah,
think I
there's some shows on Apple TV I want to watch. You know.
yeah
Um,
I'm interested in at least checking out like Severance.
oh, that's so good. Yeah, Severance is really good. That's worth checking out. Um, For All Mankind, that's one that I've been wanting to watch. That's the one where it's like alternate reality where the Soviet Union beat us to the moon.
I've not heard of that one.
It's got like 5 seasons, I think. Yeah, 5 seasons.
Not heard of that one.
Or 5th season comes out this year, I should say. Yeah.
No clips have shown up on my TikTok.
And then was it the oh, what's that one show? Ted Lasso. The new season of Ted Lasso, they're shooting now,
There's a new season
I
of
think.
Ted Lasso.
Well, they're shooting it now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was done. It was a really good show. I
I
really
think
enjoyed it.
it originally was, but I guess the people just wanted more, and I think he's going to be coaching like women's league, women's football team. Yeah, women's football team.
Okay.
So
Hopefully
I don't
it's
know.
just as good.
He's great at that character. You know, I enjoyed it.
He is great.
So
Yes. But like at the same time, I'm worried because like you've told that story. It was a great story, and it's done.
yeah,
If you keep going with it, it might not be as good, and you can't just tell the same story again.
that's true. Yeah, but I don't know. It's one of those where I'm not sure if it's Jason Sudeikis, right? Yeah, I'm not sure if he would have come back unless like the story was good.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's like probably one of your most well-known characters that's going to define your career. You don't want to like jump the shark with
Right.
with that character. You know, like
Yeah.
you don't want to drive that. You don't want to, you know. There's been so many good shows that just like should have ended early, you know?
Yes.
Like Heroes. It should have ended after season 1. No. Or Lost. It should have ended after, I don't know, season 4,
Four,
5. When
three,
did they?
three or four. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a good ending point. One somewhere in the middle of that show. Yeah. I don't know about Game of Thrones. Like I don't know where that should have ended, but it should have ended before that last season.
It should have been put on hold.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Would it
last
would have
season was
now
just
beyond? It would have pissed off fans, but that might have lit the fire under George R. R. Martin to
I mean,
fucking finish.
probably not because it's. I mean, that show ended how long ago, and he's still not even. He still hasn't even written it. Like,
Well, I feel like it would have been more pressure if it was the people who just watched the show and not read the books, because right now it's just people who have read the books, and that is a significantly smaller audience.
yeah, I don't know. But then you run the risk. You already had like Bran, who was aging so much.
That is true. That is like just put
Yeah,
them in a in cryogenic stasis, and then you bring them out when you're done. And that's it's the only logical thing you can do.
yeah. I don't know. It's always tough with. It's always tough when there's like main characters who are children. You know. You still haven't seen the last season of Stranger Things, have you?
I started the first episode and went, I'm gonna watch something else.
Oh no. It's good though. Most of it's good. I I won't say I don't won't say they it was a perfect wrap up, but most of it was pretty good. It's funny how like they made so many continuity errors that people were reading into it thinking that there was a conspiracy
A
secret
final
episode.
episode.
Yeah. uh that was a thing that happened. But anyways, let's wrap things up.
All right.
Be sure to follow us on social media. Um, uh, maybe it'll pop up on the stream, but anyway, but there we go. Well, no, wrong one. Be sure to follow Stuart on Twitch, twitch.tv/casual terror. He not only streams this, but he streams whenever we play D&D and whenever he feels like, you know,
I almost
streaming
streamed
a game.
Hightail the other day, but then I didn't.
Gotcha. I probably would have tuned in to see what it was all about. But yeah, be sure to follow him, and you know, because you know we have fun in our D&D games for
Yeah.
sure. It there's some interesting stuff. And also, like I said, social media, Blue Sky. Stuart is Casual Terror. I am Will Play Games. I need to check that more often and post and stuff like that. I'm really
I
bad with.
don't I don't do it either. Hey, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. I'm pretty bad with that. Um, I do check Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm at willplaygames underscore. I do check Twitter from time to time just because there's the NBA still uses Twitter or
Gotcha.
mainly uses Twitter. So I do check from for some stuff here and there, like trade rumor updates or injury updates, or because my team we're doing so well, but our injuries are starting to we're like the second most injured team this year.
Again,
We've had so many injuries, but yet but I mean, we're still number one. We're
I
still,
say,
we're still
isn't that
the
a trend? Like you were that last year, and weren't you the year before too?
no, I think you're thinking of we were the youngest team in the league.
I thought you were also the most injured too.
I don't think so. We had some injuries last year for sure. Not as many as this year. This year we've been having a lot of injuries, but yet we're still like number one in the league. Which is but national media, they're jumping on any chance to to shit on us because we're a small market, and the national media, they don't like small market teams because they don't want to come to Oklahoma for like the playoffs. They want to go to Los Angeles or Miami or New York. They want to go to those type of big cities.
Right.
So they're always poo-pooing Oklahoma, which, I mean, it's not like Oklahoma City is what it was when the Thunder first came. It's greatly, it's greatly changed, like because of the Thunder. The Thunder have helped evolve the city, and there's like so many projects. There's like new $1 billion stadium for the Thunder, and then there's another like I think $2 billion multi sports complex and another downtown like there's a lot of stuff in the works. There's even the Oklahoma is scheduled to have the tallest building in the United States.
Hmm.
That's going to happen, I think it's going to be 1,900 and was it 6 or 8 feet tall, because that's the when Oklahoma was founded, was I think
Okay.
1906 or 1908, and that's the reason 1906. Yeah, so I don't know, but anyways, yeah, Twitter though, I check that from time to time, and I need to be better with Blue Sky too. But anyways, we're rambling. Let's wrap things up. Um, we will catch you next time.
And remember, no animals are hard making this podcast.
Have you seen anything on the Starfleet Academy show?
I've seen a lot of people complaining about it.
It looks bad. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look like what Star Trek fans want.
Nope. It's
And the
like,
funny
man,
thing is, they've been
does
like
that like new like captain or whatever, like, man, does she look so unprofessional? Like in the way she acts and some of the clips I've seen, like she's the she it's supposed to be a fucking military. That shit would not fly.
Did you see the one where someone was breaking down how like she sits down in her chair so gracefully, and then a second later she like stands up like, well, why the hell did you like spend that time to like try like what? It was so crazy, but like yeah, and it's like people have been wanting a Starfleet Academy show for so long, and they're CWing it from the way it
Yeah, from what I've heard, like
at least from the
it's
promotional images I've seen.
like the show was written by a committee, and it shows. Steven's excited about D&D tomorrow.
Oh, I guess he doesn't have to work tomorrow. That's good.
That is good.
He wasn't yesterday. I asked. He said he wasn't sure, like that their schedule hadn't come out yet or whatnot. Because he was supposed to work last Sunday, but they
Oh,
shut.
okay.
They didn't. Oh, yeah, or last Sunday, yeah, but they didn't open up because the roads were that bad, and no one was going out to, you know.
See, what happened here? Like, it
It turns
wasn't.
out it didn't even matter though.
No, like somebody ran into a pole. It wasn't even like it was
Yeah,
a
you
citywide
said
thing.
that.
Nah, somebody hit a fucking telephone pole.
People don't know how to drive in that kind of weather, you know,
We didn't get
especially
it.
in the
That was the other
South
thing. We didn't
area.
get it. Like that. Like Friday night. Like yes, we had freezing rain and like there was ice on cars, but the roads were fine, or at least my parking lot was fine. And like driving on Monday, there was nothing, and there wasn't even signs or anything.
Yeah, it didn't
And
start to
and
get
from
better late Tuesday, and then by Wednesday everything was, Wednesday was a little rough, I will say, because but by yeah, by now it's just it's fine. There's no issues now, except for it's cold. It's still cold.
no, we got some snow last night, and I don't know how bad it is because I looking out my back window, maybe a half inch, maybe but I can't really tell. There's also like
Yeah, we only got a couple of few inches, I think.
there's like
Like I
there's
think
kind of some woods
4
right
max.
behind my apartment door, like right outside my window, so I can't tell because it's shaded and like blocked by the trees. But like just beyond that, there's a pickleball court. So I'm looking at that and like, okay, yeah, maybe a half inch, maybe.
I just Pickleball is the weirdest thing. Like it just came out of nowhere.
It really did.
Like the fact that the pick you said pickleball court, it's like
That's what it is.
God.
I get and I walk out every now and then. And I hear a like that doesn't sound like tennis. It's more rubber.
It's yeah, it's one of those things where it's like where did this come from? And it just blew up, you know.
It really did.
It's like one day nothing, next day pickleball. It's everywhere. Yeah. I know Steven's excited because, he's close to leveling up.
Yeah.
That's why he's excited. Uh, he was looking, he was talk. I was talk, or I was talking to him on Discord, and he was looking at spells, and he was like, I was like, oh yeah, there's some interesting spells, He's like, oh, there's only like, I don't have much, and I'm like, oh, you don't have D. Oh, your 5e got reset because there's D. And I walked him through uh adding deep magic back,
Mm,
and it's like, oh yeah, that doubles the amount of spells you have.
yeah.
There's 7, 8 more spells right there. I'm like, there's some good spells after we leave the ice enemies. there's like there's like an ice soldier spell where he can create like two like creatures out of ice. There's a few ice spells, I think, but
what spell have you decided on, Steven? And I'll add it.
yeah, he was the first one he told me about was like the firestorm, and I'm like, yeah, that's good, but that takes some planning. Like that's not just to get the most out of it. That's the one where you have to like connect the the like squares of,
Okay.
with each other and not repeat, and yeah, it's like that takes some thought to get the most out of. And I was like, and also Stuart doesn't really create giant rooms for us to fight in, so I
At
was
least
like,
they haven't
keep
been.
that in mind. I mean, that's just the way it is, but yeah, I just have to keep that in mind whenever I pick things out.
You might be surprised.
How? Um,
Speaking of 5e tools getting oh, I'm on a different computer. No, I'm a regular computer. That's why. I was gonna say my 5e tools got reset too, but I'm on a different computer right now.
yeah, mine get reset from time to time, but I tried to.
It's when
I pro
when your cookies get uh
Yeah, I
cleaned.
probably should. I should probably save a new state file, because it's probably a while ago since the last time I made one of those. But I'll just load up the old one I have, you know, whenever it gets reset. Alrighty, I am gonna get off. I haven't eaten
Okay.
tonight, so I'm gonna figure out something. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Alrighty. See ya. And thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Steven, for watching, as well as Dizzy Disaster for the follow. Yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.